Who doesn't need a quick laugh to go along with some food for thought? Hello, I'm Dan Hill, the host of Scrambled Eggs, Tips and Tactics for Tackling Tough Business Problems. Today's guest is Jennifer Hancock. She describes herself as a humanist, and so you won't be surprised that she's also the author of the book, Applied Humanism, which combines applied science, compassionate ethics, and personal responsibility for solutions that actually work. Jennifer, you've been given 5 terms and a diabolical definition for each from my new book, Blah, 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 a snarky guide to office lingo. There's a little truth in every joke. Of these 5 options, which one did you choose and why?
Accessible, the promise made by an employee's new boss the day that person is hired on the assumption the employee will be wise enough to never take it for a test drive. And I chose that one because bosses don't really seem to understand that their inaccessibility negatively impacts the workflow of their employees, and that they're training people to not come to them when there's a problem. So employers and business people, you're in the business of solving a problem. And if your employers learn not to come to you with a problem, then they're not telling you you have problems. And those problems will just snowball and escalate until it's gone. So that's why I chose it.
Sure. I remember I had a manager who said she had a quote unquote open door, but the truth of the matter is if you walk through the door, you were on the killing floor. In fact, before she finally left, I believe 5 lawsuits were filed against the company for the emotional damage that she was inflicting on them.
And even if there wasn't emotional damage, like, don't you want to know if there's a problem?
Yes, you should be solving problems, but you don't want your head handed to you in the process.
Exactly.
So let's now move to your book, Applied Humanism. What's a key term from that book for you, and describe its implications?
Sure. So let's define humanism first, or a humanist first. I like to tell people I'm a humanist, which means I like humans in the abstract, but real humans tend to annoy me.
Okay, I can believe that. We do have our foibles.
We all do have our foibles. What humanism is it's an approach to recognizing the common humanity of everyone you interact with, right? And that is important to business because businesses are in the business of solving problems for humans. Why humans? Well, because alligators don't really have the funds to pay you for their problem solving. So if you're reliant on humans having problems that need to be solved for your business, and every single business is, then you should actually pay attention to the humans that you're trying to serve and the humans that are helping you solve these problems, i.e. your employees and colleagues and so forth. So humans matter because that's what business is about.
Oh, no, I absolutely agree. You're speaking to the choir here. You know, when they say it's B2B or B2C, I was like, no, it's B2P. It's business to people. And yes, you are serving people and you are using and working with people to make that happen. So how could you not be more attuned to emotions and to humanism for that matter?
And it's because most people are stunted, which is why real humans annoy me.
So let's move forward. Aside from abolishing the human race, which we're not in favor of.
No.
So what solution might you propose here? What's one nice little tactical tip or move that you found in your career that can make a difference?
You know, compassion. That's the most profound thing that I practice. And I think there's a reason why most religions on the planet promote compassion as a central part of their theology, is because when you start actively practicing compassion, especially for the people who annoy you, it changes everything. It changes everything about how you feel about the interaction. It changes how you want to go forward and help solve the problem, keeping in mind the problem might not be solvable, but at least you're in the correct frame of mind. And it gives you kind of emotional balance despite the frustrations that occur to all of us. So compassion is my number one key.
Okay, well then maybe we should redefine B2C as business to compassion or business about compassion. Wouldn't that be a great move?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like if it's humans helping humans, like that's the point of business, right?
You would think so.
Someone's got a problem. I'm going to help solve them. Maybe I'll get paid for it.
Yep, bingo. So I want to thank you, Jennifer, so much. This has been episode number 5 of Scrambled Eggs with your host, Dan Hill, the author of Blah, 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 A Snarky Guide to Office Lingo.